Shalom u'bracha, peace and blessings. This week's Torah reading is Parshas Ekev. Ekev means because, and the Parsha starts out by Moshe is saying goodbye, continues to say goodbye to the children of Israel with this ethical will, and he says to them, "V'hoya," and it will be Ekev tishma'un, because you listen to as a mishpatim the statutes ha'ela. These statutes, ushmartem, and you observe them, vasisem osam, and you do them. V'shamar Adonai Elohecha l'cha es habris v'achesed asher nishba alav, and God will observe the covenant and the kindness that He swore to your ancestors. And the theme of Ekev is that we are responsible for our actions, that every action that we take, there is a result to that action, both positive and negative, and we are to strive for the positive result. Towards the latter part of the Parsha, Moshe gives the children of Israel a mandate that seems a little bit odd. Moshe says, "V'ata Yisrael," and now Israel, "Ma Adonai Elohecha shal meimach." What does God, your God, ask from you? Ki Im liyira es Adonai Elohecha, that you should fear God, laleches b'chol drachav, to go in all of God's ways, li'ahava oso, to love God, v'la'avod es Adonai Elohecha, and to serve God, b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshcha, with all of your heart and all of your being. This concept of fearing God and then tying it into and loving God, the two seem to be diametrically opposed. We don't generally fear the people that we love. And my Zeta of blessed memory, of Arendov Rosenbaum, explained to me that the yira that the Torah is talking about, that's commonly translated as fear, is a recognition that there is a greater entity that brings order into your life. And he compared it to the usage of the term yira in the relationship between a parent and child. We're taught ish imo v'aviv tira'u, a person should fear their mother and their father. And Zeta pointed out that when a child is in absolute physical fear of their parents, something's wrong, the relationship is absolutely wrong. If a person goes running down the block afraid that their parent is coming to physically harm them, God forbid, the relationship is not a positive relationship. But when a person realizes that the authority figures in their life are there to protect them, that this is a stronger entity that brings order into your life, then it is actually a relationship that goes hand in hand with love. There are those that express their relationship with God in a manner that represents fear, the wrath of heaven, that can be debilitating. And there are others who express the yira in an understanding that this is an entity that brings order into my life. Maizeda explained it with regards to the mezuzah as follows. One goes through a difficult day, and there are things that are beyond their control. They come home, they reach up, they kiss the mezuzah, and they remember the words that are inside. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one. And it is ultimately God who rules this universe. It is ultimately God who brings order into this universe. And whatever we might be struggling with is momentary in nature in the eyes of God. And in the long term, there are times when we come to understand Yad Hashem B'Yamsa, that God's hand was in the middle of this, even during the difficult times. knowing this, knowing that God walks with us and sometimes carries us, can take us through the most difficult times. Shabbat Shalom.